If somebody were to approach you right now and ask you what are 10 qualities, defining pillars of a successful relationship versus 10 toxic traits of a failing relationship, which one would you have more knowledge on or more answers to? I'm gonna bet it's the toxic failing relationship, because I feel like this day and age we are far more knowledgeable on what toxic relationships are and what they entail and how to be more toxic and what's okay and acceptable in this day and age, in this dating culture, and not so much knowledge on what it actually takes to have a successful relationship, any kind of relationship. I've written down 10 of what I believe are the most important relationship lessons learned that I learned through hard times. And the last one is absolutely incredible. It's one that I hold dear to my heart, and one that I believe that a high percentage, about maybe 90% of the relationships and people in general today don't have and don't even think about. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, because that one's gonna be good. It's juicy. By the way, this is not in order, but the last one is, number one is no effort. No effort can absolutely weaken love and the relationship. Making each other feel appreciated, loved, valued, cared for, desired, wanted, seen, chosen. That is so important. It is so vital. When there's no effort, you create that wedge, and those feelings of neglect begin to happen. Feelings of resentment can build or deepen. Number two, just listen to them without trying to fix anything. Listen to understand. Instead of fighting to get your point across, instead of fighting to be right, fight to understand your person. Fight to understand the root cause of that problem, where the problem truly lies, why you got there in the first place. I heard this one recently. Winning the argument often means losing the connection. Is it worth that? Ask yourself, is it worth that one little win? Be that someone who knows how to stay even when it gets hard to love. The third one, love them in their love language. This should be something that is talked about in the beginning of the stages and all throughout, because we do change. You've got to learn to love this person in their love language, because your love language may not match up with how they perceive love to be, how they feel love, how their brain works. And it's like, oh, okay, I am feeling loved, I am feeling appreciated, I am feeling chosen, I am feeling desired. This can also create feelings of neglect. It could create those feelings of, you don't know me, you're not really listening to me, I don't feel heard. I'm telling you what it is that I desire, what it is that I want, and you're not getting it, you're not hearing me, you're not wanting to make these changes and love me in the way that I feel most loved, in my language. And oftentimes that does translate to feeling disregarded and not cared about and not special. That's important to keep in mind when you don't take the time to learn their love language, or you don't love them in their love language. These feelings can arise when you choose not to. You don't want to dampen that connection. I brought this along with me because I wanted to try it. Shout out to my girlfriend's bestie. She gave me this for my birthday. One of them. I have another one, but I've never tried this. I want to try it. I'm probably gonna be like, because it's 140 milligrams of caffeine. Ooh, I'm a baby girl, I'm not used to that, but we're gonna try it. It's Mexican vanilla. If you've tried this, let me know. If you have tried any other flavors, let me know. Ooh. Oh, that smells strong. I'm gonna be wired. Is that my mama's gardener? No, I don't think so. I thought this was gonna be a lot stronger tasting. Here I go already with the jitters in the tongue. It's very toned down on the bitterness, so I like that. Muy bueno for what it is. Only 90 calories. Look at me. I don't weigh the calories, but it's cute. Number 4, it really is the little things. Like, this is an example. Word for word, I'm gonna read this because this just happened recently. Like when they tell you about a song that's been stuck in their head, it evokes an emotion in them that transports them back to a moment when they were a child, and you remember to go and listen to it and tell them about it. My girlfriend had told me about this song when she was on her way to work, and she's like, oh my gosh, this song Sailing by Christopher Cross has been stuck in my head, and it reminds me of my childhood, and I just think of what like fancy people on a yacht would be listening to. The very beginning of that sounds like that. I told her, I was like, I want to listen to it, I want to see what you are talking about. I got off, I listened to it, I took a picture of it, and I sent it to her. And she was so happy, and it was so cute. That's what she said. She's like, it's the little things. And it got me thinking, it is the little things. It's the cute little things. That was a moment where I made her feel special, where I made her feel heard and seen and acknowledged, and where it was something that was like, oh, how cute. She went to go and listen to that song because she wanted to hear what I was hearing through what I had just explained to her. And those are the moments that are so freaking important and that make a world of a difference sometimes. 5. Communication. I'm sure you have not heard this one enough. I'm sure you have. It is one that is oftentimes said, but do you really understand what communication is? Does your partner really understand what communication is? It's more than just they can't read your mind and you can't read theirs. But that is important. Those talks can be hard. They can feel uncomfortable. They can feel terrible. You can feel like they're attacking you, but that is where you work through that communication. And you can say something like, hey, I just want to share my feelings with you. I want to express how I'm feeling. It's not what we're going to break up. I'm not upset with you. I'm not asking you to sleep on the couch. I just want to share with you how I am feeling. I don't want you to take it as a personal attack. I just want to talk to you and be able to communicate this with you because I want to grow with you. I know you know what that feeling is like when they're like, hey, when you talk, that feeling is terrible. So for you to be able to give them that peace and that reassurance and that calmness beforehand, that relief, is a beautiful stepping stone to that conversation. It eases it just a little bit. I've learned that it is so helpful to start with reassurance and to let them know that what you're expressing is coming from a place of caring and loving them and wanting to grow together. Changes require challenges, right? In order to have a very significant change, there needs to be a challenge that you need to go through and to overcome. And those challenges, like I just said, are oftentimes very, very uncomfortable, but they're so worth it in the end. And with all of this, it is so important to provide gentleness and that safe place. There's no need to get out of line. There's no need to get enraged and unhappy, and that all takes work. That's why love is a choice. You have to show up. We're just gonna tie into another one right here, but let me finish this thought. Provide gentleness and a safe space and place for them to be able to come to you, because if you give them feelings of neglect, if you make them feel like they can't come to you and say anything to you, they're gonna hold it all in, and then it's gonna build up, or it's just gonna get bad. It's gonna get ugly real fast. And it's better to just be able to give them that safe space to come to you and be able to talk things out and allow them to express your feelings, or you express your feelings, and get to that root of that problem a lot faster and be able to find a beautiful solution or talk things out or even just hear them out. Sometimes that's all they need, but that needs to be communicated, right? Dang the wind. Learn how to navigate through the things that come up instead of avoiding it. 6, love is a choice. I was just talking about this one. I didn't know it was that soon. Choose them and choose love every single day. Love is a choice. You choose to love them even on the days that you don't perhaps want to, or you don't feel like it, or you're upset, or you're feeling some type of way. You choose to love them. You choose to show up in love. You choose to love them even on days when that's hard to do. Love is going to require maintenance. Take your car, for example. If you do not keep up with your car, what's going to happen? Things are going to build up. It's eventually going to break down. And worse, it's going to cost you more to fix in the end. Just keep that in mind. 7, keep the respect towards each other alive. As simple as it sounds, keep the respect there. Keep the manners going, the thank yous, the saying please, though you're welcome, being polite, and having the respect for each other. Don't call them out of their name. Just have that respect. It goes a long way, and it's very sweet. When you can show respect for each other, it's a beautiful thing, not only between you two, but for others to see that too. 8, learning to let go of a lot of things. This one is definitely challenging. Ask the biggest question. Will this matter in 5 years from now? Let go of the blaming, let go of the pointing fingers. If you need a minute, take a minute just to cool off. Let it be known like, hey, I just want to take a minute. I want to collect my thoughts. Please give me that space. Tailor it to your relationship and how you both work. This is loving each other and each other's love language. How do you both operate when there's something that comes up like this? That's important. You've got to know these things. So take a minute. If you need to sort your thoughts out, communicate that in a calm way. And if you feel like you can't be calm, then learning how to better handle calmness in situations is a great thing to add to your goals of what you got to accomplish or do or improve on yourself, because there will always be tough moments, and you can really set yourself up to succeed and get through that hurdle a lot faster and a lot safer Why not do it? Number 9, don't talk bad on your person's name. Keep that respect there, like I mentioned. Don't talk smack about them to your friends, to your family. There's no need for that. There's no need to be disrespectful. You can have a mature conversation where you don't degrade them or make them look bad. If they're a crappy person, reevaluate your relationship. You shouldn't be with a crappy person. You shouldn't allow yourself to feel like you could settle for that or deserve that. 1. 2, you don't have to stoop down to that level where you're just talking smack about them. If they're a crappy person, break it off, wish them well, pray that they do better, and move on with your life to someone who can be respectful towards you and that you have respect for. Remember, it speaks more about you as a person talking the crap than it does about that person that you're talking crap about. Choose to handle the issues and the problems privately. Quite frankly, it's nobody else's business. And I get it. I understand sometimes we need friends to talk to help us see things a little more clearly, but just keep that respect there. Last but not least, we've arrived to number 10, which is the holy grail. Literally, I love this one. What I wrote here, the one thing that I noticed flipped the biggest switch like that was learning to love more like Jesus. This is so incredibly important. I get so freaking emotional just thinking about this, and it evokes that emotion in me because this is seriously the one thing that I felt this was it all along. Like, this was the answer. It took me hitting a low, because oftentimes if you don't learn humility, which humility is not thinking less of yourself but more like Jesus, God will come around and humble you. I hit a low, and through that low, through just all this turmoil, I learned this, and that's why I think I go back in time and I'm like, dang, I was like so low, and I found a beautiful, amazing woman that stuck with me through that. When I learned this, I was like, this woman deserves to be loved like this, and it changed so much for me, and it enhanced our relationship in such amazing, beautiful ways. And that's why I'm here trying to express this to you, because I know how amazing this is to be on the other side of this. And so learning to be gentle and love in gentleness like God is. He's very gentle. He loves in gentleness. Those are the fruits of the Spirit, right? One of them is gentleness. And so to be able to be gentle and to love them in gentleness, when you speak, when you talk, when you hold them, when you plan anything, it's so beautiful. God is the greatest teacher. He set the blueprint for us, and everything changed the minute that clicked for me. If you don't know how that's like, go learn about Jesus. Go see what he says about love and how to treat your spouse. Listen to the stories about him and how he was betrayed, but how he still loved, how he washed the very same feet that were going to betray him. Instead of scrolling, looking at all these other videos and whatnot and wasting time, go learn about him. You will not regret it. And if one video doesn't speak to you, listen to the next one and the next one and the next one. Don't stop at one. Don't stop at like, oh, this is weird. If your relationship is important to you, or a future relationship is important to you, this will matter. I have plenty more, so if you would like me to make another video, please let me know. Share some that you've learned. These lessons are important, and we have the power to help others, so why not help others? Why not take the time and comment these things and share it with others? People all around us want to hear these things, and we want to know, and we want to better ourselves. It's important, so if you can help them, then you're doing something beautiful in this world, aside from all the things you already do. And now I'm just realizing that I needed to put some chapstick on before I start this whole video. Well, there's that. But yes, there's so many more. This is what I've got for you. Let me know what you think. Let me know if any of these resonated with you. If you can sit there and be like, oh my gosh, yes. Even if you look at your parents' relationship, whether it was a successful or non-successful, I mean, because it was successful if you think about it, because you were born. Any kind of relationships, go back, look at them, see what they did or did not have. It's interesting when you see it. Love is beautiful. Love is chosen. Love is, how can I serve you? Love is servanthood, right? So take these things in mind and go out there and love. I'll see you in the next one.